McGregor wants to play Obi-Wan Kenobi again. Please
Yes.
share with us, Alan.
Yeah, so this is from Variety, and the context is Ewan McGregor. He just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and Hayden Christensen was there. I'm just going to scroll down to the aforementioned point here. Hayden Christensen, who played his young Padawan Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, before assuming the character's villainous alter ego Darth Vader in Obi-Wan Kenobi, remembers McGregor mentoring him not in just the ways of the Force, but in navigating the then nascent ways of green screen acting. The first time I met Ewan was in Australia, Christensen said. I remember walking into the hair and makeup room, and he came over and gave me a big hug. Right away, I knew I was standing in front of a friend. He really took me under his wing. It's easy to get caught up in the technicalities of making those films, but he was always just brought it back to the emotional aspect of what we were doing. McGregor's own love for the franchise was what prompted him to take the plunge into Lucas's cinematic universe, but it also forced him to compartmentalize the fandom as he explored it from the inside. Me and my brother watched the first Star Wars films a million times, like most people my age. They were so important to us. So I switched something off in my head to be able to cope with the bigness of all that and just get on with it. Portraying the younger version of Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan Kenobi, afforded him a welcome opportunity to research his predecessor's filmography, and eventually give him a benchmark to strive for as he returned to the role multiple times.
Hey, where's that quote where he talks? Why don't you just cut to that?
Yeah, here we go.
Jump to that.
Here we go. I loved more than anything getting to know Alec Guinness' work because I was playing him as a young man, he says. Even now with the series, that's my personal challenge. If a take feels a bit like him, I'm happy. McGregor added, even 25 years, he hasn't tired of playing the role. I really do hope we get a chance to do another one, he says. Between where we ended off in the series and when Alec Guinness comes on screen with Luke Skywalker, I think there's another few stories to tell there. Christensen, who presents Obi-Wan McGregor with the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Obi-Wan, especially. Okay, yeah, there you go. It's.
Can I have a real question? Do you read these in advance?
I did, and all I remember was look for this picture, and then read what was above it, which meant I should have read what was below it. So that was the point.
Of course, he wants to play that part again.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, but I don't think there's real stories to tell. I think it's done. I don't think the Obi-Wan series, the story they chose to tell, was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That was for a lot of people, like that was it.
Yeah.
So I hope they don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, bringing the series to television to Disney Plus in the first place was the wrong idea because Obi-Wan Kenobi was abandoned. He exiled himself onto Tatooine. He disappeared, and so this idea of the adventures of Obi-Wan Kenobi just doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense.
And as you saw with the series, it ruined a lot of lore for him to come out of hiding to go hook up with, to go meet up again with Princess Leia.
Did you say hook up with Leia?
I didn't say those words. I corrected myself for actually saying it in that order. But the idea that the adventures of Obi-Wan just doesn't make sense at this point.